Hey riders, guess what? It's boom time. That's right, Team GRC Sunday short race. This time what we've got is Paris, the city of love. All out Watts apocalypse coming up. This is going to push people to their limits. Heart rates through the roof, through the ceiling, whatever you want to call it. I was going to be in this one this morning, but had a very long day yesterday. Had a huge family dinner for her birthday. Gigantic turkey. My daughter wanted the turkey dinner for her birthday. So I've squeezed my ride in early this morning because I want to give you the best cycling coverage here over at Inside Cycling World with your commentator, Colin. Don't forget that. For the best ROUVY racing action you're ever going to see. If you think there's not active racing on ROUVY, you're totally wrong, because get ready for this. With less than 20 seconds to go, we are going to have an all-out Watts Fest. Watt bombs will be dropped. The mother of all bombs will be showing up at some point. We've got an 11.65 kilometer course, 34 meters of climbing. I can't even use the word false flat in this one. It doesn't even exist. Here we go. Boom. We're off, folks. I think I'm on Global Ragnar right now. As you know, when these starts take off with all these avatars, it's kind of crazy for a few seconds here. Let me just try to get to the front. Okay. Look at this. Bashak, first place. Team GRC. Big hitter on GRC. Great to see him. Holly is hanging onto his wheel. Smart move by Holly here. She needs to get up front with these massive hitters. Hardy's here as well. I just saw Kraken 71. Sonne, I'm not sure how you say your name. I know this rider is a huge hitter. Very, very fast. So great to see them out here. Malanoel. Let's check out Malanoel here. I think I finally have your name down. Malanoel. How do you like that? SR71 here as well, pushing 5 watts per kilo at the moment. So earlier this week, the new update came out. Drafting has been seriously updated on ROUVY. Lars K71. I gotta say, probably the all-out fastest rider on GRC here. So this is going to be really interesting to see how these the drafting effect helps people. Can you hang on as a lower power rider? L. Rowland here as well. I've got to say L. Rowland's got to be a top contender to win. We've got Ben here. Ben, I don't even try to say your last name, but I know you're probably a top 3, top 4 rider here for sure. I believe, Ben, that you're probably a lighter weight rider. Yeah, you are. So some of the big hitters might be able to push a little bit more out at the end, but I know you're going to be right there for sure. Let's take a look here. I just saw Murphy. Let's have a look at the map, folks. I should have already loaded this up. Apologize for this. So, I mean, look at how fast we're blasting along here. Look at this group. The last time I looked this morning, hey, Ucrone64, I've seen this rider before. The last time I looked this morning, I think there's close to 70 riders on board. So let's just do, I won't have much time here today, folks, to cover everyone here. I'm trying to get to the back. There's so many riders here. So if you think there's not much going on ROUVY on a Sunday, you're totally wrong. Here it is, folks. We have 70 riders in the race. I think we had, the last time I looked, 70 started. And actually, I can see here, there is another rider on board who's probably just missed their start chute. And actually, here is a late starter. This Python RF rider, who I've never seen before. Great to see you. I got to get back to the front because there's so much action going up here. L. Rowland at the front. You know, from what I've seen from Sonne's rides, L. Rowland's, they're going to be all battling at the front here. Nelson Snyder's here as well. I know Bashak's got a huge sprint. We got Stephanie here as well. Wow. Stephanie, probably one of the very strongest females riders. Sorry, I'm kind of listening here a bit. One of the very strongest female riders on ROUVY, if not one of the strongest riders on ROUVY. She is coming back from an injury, and she's done a few little rides with us, hoping she's up to full form now. It does take a long time to get back. Hey, there's Kraken 71. Yep, here's Kraken. Kraken, active member in the Discord, GRC member, back on Bashak, Holly 87. Clive Ribbons is here. I expect Clive to be finishing near the front as well. So let's try to get figured out what's going on here. It looks like we have about, ooh, what a awesome front group there. We've got 16 riders at the front, and look at this. Holly, our pesky lightweight rider, is just hanging on for dear life. Smart move by Holly here to hang on all the way. Yeah, I'm sure the drafting is really making a difference here. I've noticed some huge savings now. You're less likely to fall out of the draft, when you got pushed to the side. The drafting is probably a lot more generous. Here's Stephanie up here with Holly. Side by side. These are the two big hitters here for the women. Yukon 64, Hardy, Kraken, Saune 15, Malanoel, Giuseppe. Let me see this. Giuseppe Ferraro. Nobby Styles, yes. L. Rowland, Bashak, Nelson Snyder, Ben, Lars K71, and who did I miss there? There's a name here I haven't seen. I'm trying to get on them right now. FNA Jazzman. So, yeah, we've got a really strong front group here of, let's say, we're going to say about 15 riders. Okay, so Holly's just been distanced off the back. Now, she fell out of the draft, which would be very difficult for her to stay in because the riders up front are putting out big absolute watt numbers. We're talking 350, 400 watts all the way on this thing. I mean, look at Bashak here. 310, it's going to vary, folks, but, 350, 400 watts, I think is going to be pretty common in this part of the world. Let's see what Saune 15 is doing. 300 watts, 70 kilogram rider looks like. Let's see what Ben's doing here. Well, FNA Jazzman, 400 watts. Hardy, 300 watts. Stephanie's going to be less absolute power, but probably higher watts per kilo. Smaller rider, way better at climbing. One of my funnest things with Stephanie ever, she won't even remember it. There was a big stink race maybe a year or so ago. I did my best to lead her out starting up a hill. I just buried myself for a minute or two. She just blew right past me. And then I think I stepped out of that race. I just kind of showed up just to ride with some of these really, really good names. Look at Kraken up here. Nice. I'd love to hear from everyone how much better the draft is in these big groups. Because I've only experienced it this week myself with my ghosties and maybe a few other riders nearby. And I apologize for not being in this one, but I got way too much going on. I was just unloading the dishwasher, reloading the dishwasher, came in here with 1 minute and 30 seconds to go, jamming a banana into my mouth to get a little bit of electrolytes, potassium back into me after my ride. So let's just back up. Yeah, this is fantastic racing here. So, yeah, we got a group of, looks like 14 now at the front. Maybe we can see it splitting up better. Yeah, so here's our front group. L. Rowland, Bashak, Nelson Snyder, Ben, Lars K71, Hardy. All the hitters are there. And then we jump back about 60 meters. Let's get on those folks there. Yep. And it's SR71 riding absolutely solo in the middle by himself. Just decided I want to do some extra work today. I don't want to draft with anyone. I'm so aerodynamic as the SR71 Blackbird that I can do this alone. Okay, so I'm trying to find out where Holly is right now. She was in that group. So, oh, Yaya Reki's here. Yaya Reki is in the mix. So we got another good group here. Yaya Reki, got Yannick 70. Grandad Rick's here, awesome. GTZR 3000. So we've got another big group here, chasing after SR71, who's isolated at the moment. His teammates abandoned him. Yeah, there's going to be a little bit of a lecture in the team bus after this one by the DS. I expect some heads to roll on this one. Old jeans. Fit. Yeah, I guess they do, don't right? Seen this rider before too, Ket Kopolka. It's so hard for me to say this. Obviously, Finnish rider. So great to see him. Purple Bengals here. Awesome. Definitely not Purple Bengals style, of course. Pesky lightweight climber. But she's a really good rider all around, so she'll do just fine here. Here's Roger. Roger, Team GRC. Oh, if I can ever get on his name here. It's bouncing around so much. Okay, I think I finally got... Oh, I can't get him. It's moving so fast, folks. Okay, so we're on Roger here now. Roger... Oh, so here's Holly back here. So Holly's fallen back. What she's doing here is slowly drifting her way back through the pack and trying to get drafts off the faster riders. So, good, smart move. This is kind of like the reverse Robbie McEwen. He always talked about attacking the hills way ahead of the climbers to get a bit of a lead, 3-4 minute lead. They would just look at him and say, yeah, whatever, Robbie. And then he would just drift his way back down the mountain. And by the time they got to the top, he was still right there with them at the back of the main peloton. But he wasn't off the back of the main peloton down by 15, 20 minutes type thing. Jeff 65 is present. I'm going to take a little look at the... Yep, so if you look at the bubble on the bottom, we have 13 riders in our front group. Stephanie's right at the front. Looks like Stephanie is riding almost at 100% here. I can't speak for her, but I guess I just did there. Great to see her back in action. Malanoel, FNA Jazzman. So about the only person I'm not familiar with here is Jazzman. And maybe Giuseppe, but I see that they are a high category A2 rider. Lars K71's here. Ooh, this is going to be a spectacular finish. I mean, with Bashak here, Lars here, Nelson here. I'm hoping Nobby can pull something. Oh, Nobby's just fallen off the back too. So Nobby's been distanced out of the group. Kraken is still there, hanging on to the main group. Awesome job. Okay. Nobby, I know, was recovering from a little bit of a sickness, so maybe just a little bit too intense at the front. Look at this here. Lars K71, 370 watts at the moment, folks. 400 watts. So, you know, maybe you think it's lazy on ROUVY on a Sunday. It's not. If you want to find the best place to race on a Sunday on ROUVY, it's right here. This is where you need to look. Team GRC, Sunday short race. There's nothing that touches it. This is what it's all about right here, folks. Yeah, I mean, I don't know who the biggest sprinter is here. It's so fascinating to watch this. There is a tiny bit of uphill at the end. You know, we've only got 18 meters to climb, but you can see, look at the profile on the bottom of the screen, bottom right. It does kick up a little bit, maybe 1 to 2%. So I guess I get to use air quotes right now. False flatty. Little false flatty action is going to probably, you know, determine the outcome of this race. Someone's going to have to hit that false flat extra hard, and I would probably go further out. Catch people sleeping on that false flat. It's, you know, but we do have some big sprinters here. Ooh, this could be really interesting. You know what I'd love to see today, folks? I would love to see this, riders. I want to see Stephanie right at the front. Let's just see it happen. She's right there right now. She's rolling with the big boys here. Sonny, L. Rowland, Hardy, Lars K71, Bashak, Nelson Snyder. This Jazzman character, I don't know. Ben is right here. I want to jump on... where's Ben for a second here? Okay, names are flipping around fast. Kraken's right here as well. Okay, let's take... Okay, here's Stephanie. Yep, spinning in the 70s, getting some nice draft. Yeah, this is going to kind of throw me off today. You can see I'm kind of stuttering over my words there. Seeing how the race dynamics are going to unfold here with this new drafting. So we're only 1.23 kilometers from the finish right now. This is about to go off real fast. I mean, look at the distance now between them. Gonna just jump back quickly as fast as I can. So this next group back here too, there's tons of riders here. Tons. This group here, look at them just flying along. There's a group of 4 here. Jeff 65. Holly is with SR71. I think some people went out really hard and kind of blew themselves apart, but guess what? That's what this is all about. This is not about showing up and just tootling along. 5 watts per kilo, Jazzman at the front. 700 meters to go. Here goes Ben off the front, 7 watts per kilo, attacking the false flat on the cobbles here. Take a look at this. Coming up hard, though, is Nelson Snyder. Boom, 9.7 watts per kilo. Being chased by L. Roland. Ben's reacting. Sawney 15 coming up. This is exactly what I expected. Sawney, I've only seen them ride a few times. Super powerful. Nelson is still pushing close to 10 watts per kilo here. Lars K71. Bashok's moving up now. I think this one here all depended how quickly you attacked on the false flat. Nelson's still riding at close to 8 watts per kilo, still pushing. Sawney is right behind them, 14 meters back, and it's going to kind of move up a little bit. We're just coming to the end of the false flat now, and then it's flat. Nelson Snyder for the win. Sawney second. We're going to have L. Roland in third. Ben fourth. Bashok for fifth. Sixth would be set. I saw Lars in there as well. I hate when I do that. Hardy's finishing. Stephanie in 11th place. Sorry, folks, I got to back up here. There's too many riders coming in. Looks like Kraken's going to grab 13th. He's probably crossing the line right now. Let's watch Nobian. He's being chased by He's been chased by a huge pack here. Take a look at this, folks. Oh my, Clive Ribbons, Nobby Styles, Yaya Reki's got a nice sprint on them too. I'd like to see something special go off here. Laurent 1976 moving up. You know, these people have been hammering themselves for 14 minutes straight right now. Probably like total VO2 max workout. There goes Yaya Reki, just like I said. Pushing hard, passing riders at the very finish. Granddad Rick coming in, Old Jeans Fit. Yannick J. Margiolis. Oh, wow. This is so fast. Here's Roger coming in. We're going to hang out on Roger for all. I see CJF Andel just ahead. Ooh, we've got lots of riders coming in here. So let's just hang out with Roger for a bit because there's no way I can catch up with all those people crossing the finish line. Holly's not too far back here with Jeff 65 from the Muckers group. SR71's here as well. John's riding very nicely here. Still pushing close to 300 watts. Up the false flatty stuff. This will give, it looks like things have calmed down here a bit now. Give me a chance to move back. So Roger will finish alone. Holly will finish alone. Jeff will finish alone here. You can see Holly just up ahead coming to the finish line with the Champs-Élysées just up ahead. At least I think that's the Champs-Élysées here. Must be. Got John here coming in solo. Miraboy being pursued by Pavel 03. I don't think he'll catch him here on the finish line. Marco Domi. I'm not sure who this is. We've also got Oscar GTZ here. David 1951. Danon's here. Website creator for Gem City ICC. Check out their website. It's got a great listing of all their fun events to participate in. Group rides, team time trials, chase the leader, pull the leader. They've got so many fun events. They've really taken the ROUVY platform and put little twists on it. Just to put a spin on things that I don't ever think it was ever really thought of how it would be used. Especially the chase the group one. I like that one a lot. So everyone's blasting in here. 3 watts a kilo. Torbolino Lush. Petsy 79 coming in 54th place. Rossa Duke, good to see you again. Thanks for turning out to a GRC event again. I want to just start working my way down through the field here, folks. Everyone gets a shout out here. Gitgar 69, Andre 78. I think I'm saying that right. Here's Honest Jack coming in, 2.7 watts per kilo. Nice job, Jack. Julie Meow with 19 Steve 55, almost becoming a regular here now. Eat More Cake, definitely the ultimate regular at our rides. F. Kennick, I think I've seen this name before. Seems somewhat familiar to me. Geo Merlin, awesome job here. Cranking it. Riding solo, but not slacking off at all. We got Coop 1953, just ahead of Des. Des Dyer. I said Didier there. That's all. Well, you know me, I like to make up names, right? Des was Didier, and I just took Des and Dyer and combined it into Didier there again. Sorry, Des. Alex looks pretty cruisy today. You know what? I jumped on the Discord late this morning. I was up too late with the family dinner, the birthday dinner. Ate too much food. Had maybe one too many ciders. I'm sorry. Time change. When I jumped into the Discord this morning, I saw there was a bit of race chit-chat going on. So I think Alex has already raced today because this is not Alex. This is Alex recovery ride, Alex, right here. So good job, Alex, getting some extra miles in. Python RF, another new rider. We got Zoles. All these are new riders to me. Murphy, unfortunately, had a little bit of a problem out on the course. Not his fault. Looks like the sealant blew out of his back wheel there. It's all over the road. He's just sitting down there on the side of the bridge there. We got Earl CT here in 70th place. 71st place is Brancop. And I think that'll be it. So let's just say that 74 people started, and it looks like we're going to have 71. Well, okay, Murphy's not there. Maybe he'll reconnect, hopefully. But at the moment, I'll say we're going to have, outside of Murphy, we're going to have 70 finishers on a sleepy Sunday on ROUVY. Some of these weekends races, people got lives, people want to be outside. So if you want to participate in an event that's not going to take all day, that you're going to get that VO2 max kind of workout in, this is probably the only place you're going to find it. We've got a good group here now. This is kind of what we do every week. We want you to go out and push to your utmost limit. Watts Apocalypse, Watts Mageddon, Watts Palooza. Geo Merlin here. Finishing nicely. It's been hanging out in the Discord with us. Anyone, so if you see the video, just look for the link at the top of the page, on the main page. I'll try to start throwing it into the comments in the videos too. For a link, just jump in. You don't have to join Team GRC. You're more than welcome to. Let's take a look at Des here. Des pushing 2 watts a kilo here, coming up to the finish. You can see the finish line now. Alex just doing, looks like Alex is doing like a 1.5 to 2 watt per kilo recovery ride today. Just trailing behind Des here. Yeah, so just jump into the Discord and you're going to find a ton of people to ride with. Everyone's doing different things. Some people are just tackling the challenges. We've got some climbing junkies. We've got people in the Discord that will do like 2 or 3 incredibly tough climbs just back to back to back. I do one and I'm done. One and done. That's kind of my motto. One and done. It's kind of like these videos. One and done. One take. So Alex coming to the finish line here. Python not far back. Then we've got Zoles. Yep, Murphy wasn't able to get going again. So we got Brancop out here. Let's take a look. Brancop is a new rider. Level 8 rider. And Python's fairly new as well. I mean, these early levels, what you're going to notice, riders, is that you level up quickly. And then it starts getting harder and harder and harder. You can go weeks between levels. Whereas at the very beginning, you might be leveling up every second ride, every third ride, that type of thing. 5, 6 rides. Then it seems like it's every 30, 40 rides. Just to keep you motivated and just to keep you going. So 70 riders out there. Earl CT, just doing a little coasting here. It's got a little tiny downhill, just getting a bit of a recovery here. Zoles and Python RF coming to the finish line now. Looks like Python RF is riding. It looks like they might be the GRC jersey, but I'm not sure if that is. No, it's hard to tell. It looks similar, but not sure if it is, folks. Zole's out there. Okay, so Python currently is only 400 meters to the finish. It's going to finish solo. Zoles is going to finish solo as well. They're currently almost a kilometer back. We jump back a further 600 meters to Earl CT. Doing a great job out there, Earl. Get through this. And then we bounce back another 500 meters to Brancop, who is going to win the Red Lantern Award today. 70th place. With that, folks, I'm going to cut it short. I want to get this edited on YouTube as quick as I can today. I got kitchen cleanup still to do. So we will see you again very shortly. If you like what you're seeing, please jump in, give the video a like, drop a comment, Subscribe would be the best thing you could do for me. Share it with your friends. We'll see you again real soon. Inside Cycling World, I'm out.